All right, next up, we're going to head on over to North Carolina. Welcome back, Andrew Kasab.
Hey, how's it going there?
Good, are you?
I'm doing pretty well. It's definitely warm. I will say it's we're still in as in North Carolina we have not just 4 seasons. We really actually have about 12 is the general estimate. And so we're in that you thought it was fall, but it's still summer. So it's nice. I think I played a couple events already this weekend, and I played an event on or two events on Thursday as well. And the one on Thursday, the first one was outside, and it was a heat index of about 100 degrees. So even if it feels like it should be fall, it's not.
I've done that. That's rough. So,
Well, I think the best thing of it was I had this years ago, and one of the things that's kind of funny is I had the pickup manufacturers that I'm endorsed with, which are on the West Coast, which is K&K, and I'd called them up and I said, your pickups have failed on me in the heat, and they said, well, what do you mean? And I said, well, every time that I'm playing in weather that it's about 100 degrees or more and it's heat index, it seems like they stop after about 15, 20 minutes. And they said, well, we've never had that happen. What I realized was the sweat was getting into the contacts and actually shorting out the circuit.
oh my
And
God.
so, right, which is just a fun fact to find out. And even better than that, in case this ever happens to you, the trick is you pull out that pickup and you put a little bit of clear nail polish on it, which works fantastically.
And of course, you have that on you.
Of course. Well, clear nail polish is good for your nails anyway. It's also a great way to touch up your guitar finish because it's about the same exact composition. So it's a good professional trick. If you ever ding your guitar and you're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to see that too much anymore, then you can apply it on there. Just remember, once it's on there, it ain't coming off.
Not coming off. That's right.
I'm going to play a bunch of guitar here today. And sometimes I come on here and I play a lot of harp guitar, and I thought, well, I'm going to mix it up a little bit today. So I'm going to play some stuff from our wonderful state that I'm in, which is North Carolina. I'm going to play a little Doc Watson, maybe a little Tony Rice and stuff like that. Keep those good vibes going. And thanks again, John, for having me. It's always wonderful to see all the great performers here and all the good spirits. That's what you want, lift you up on a wonderfully hot day here in North Carolina or wherever you are. So here's a good one. This is The Cloud's Gonna Roll Away by Doc Watson. Lightning bug that never knows just what he's about to find, but he keeps on buzzing around and round with his little light on behind. Oh, the cloud's gonna roll away, the cloud's gonna roll away. I don't care how hard it rains, so the cloud's gonna roll away. Little bird in a gilded cage, and he might have been whistling yet, but he went out one rainy night and he got his whistler wet. Oh, the cloud's gonna roll away, the cloud's gonna roll away. I don't care how hard it rains, so the cloud's gonna roll away. Ever seen a little worm just a wiggling to and fro? But on that spot where the bird once went, there ain't no worm no more. Oh, the cloud's gonna roll away, the cloud's gonna roll away. I don't care how hard it rains, so the cloud's gonna roll away. Says, of course, I'm your little horse, and I say, oh no, you're wrong. I just couldn't be your little old horse, cause my hair grow too long. Oh, the cloud's gonna roll away, cloud's gonna roll away. I don't care how hard it rains, so the cloud's gonna roll away. The egg came from the hen, and the hen came from the egg. But I've been wondering all this time just how it's gonna end. Lord, how it's gonna roll away. Cloud's gonna roll away. I don't care how hard it rains, the cloud's gonna roll away. Oh, cloud's gonna roll away. Cloud's gonna roll away. I don't care how hard it rains, so the cloud's gonna roll away. Thank you. And one of the things I know is kind of funny is I cleaned my harmonicas out a little earlier, and one of the things that's really wonderful about that is they sound better, they taste better, they smell better, and then also I get to find out which one. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
What do you use to clean it?
You know, there's a couple of things that you can do that are really good. The first thing that you can always do is just to run some warm water through them. And then that way it just kind of gets out a lot of the just little spittle and junk. One of the best things that I always recommend to do is like, if you're playing, just make sure you do like any kind of good wind instrument player would do. And that is just make sure you brush your teeth or drink a lot of water before you play.
I learned that the hard way. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you have like meal on a break, just rinse it with beer.
Yeah, you know, that tends to work, right? You just pour water through it or something. But the other thing that you can do,
hot water, and then just leave it out to dry. Or...
Well, no, you put some water through it, and then you shake it out, and then you leave it out, and it'll just dry. And the other things that you can do if it's really, really bad, you know, that's where you have to pull the plates apart, and you take a little Q-tip with some alcohol. And then the last thing that you can do is you start to do things like you do a mixture of a paste of like vinegar and baking soda, and then you start to, and a little toothpaste, and you just sit there and really brush it. But if you've gotten to that point, you're probably getting to the end of it.
Yeah.
I like and these are Lee Oscars, and one of the things that I like with the Lee Oscars is they have a plastic comb, and the one thing with the plastic comb is that it's unlike a wood comb, it doesn't swell. And so the wood combs, if you have that middle core that's a wood comb, then you have to be really careful, because if you play too much through it, the humidity will make it swell. Although I have heard the old tricks, the old tricks of what the old timers would do is they would take the harmonica, pour a glass of whiskey, put the harmonica, and then leave it in there for as long as they could stand to be without the whiskey. The idea thinking that the whiskey will temper the wood. Of course, honestly, I think it basically means that now you're just tasting whiskey while you're playing. So,
that's right.
Also sounds like it's just an old man joke right there in the making. So, yeah. This is a good one. This is originally it's a lot of people would play it as a Zydeco song. I don't have an accordion with me, and of course I have a mouth organ instead. So I'm going to do it a little bit more in a kind of a bluesier kind of folk sense. Here we go. Well, what you gonna do when you're well on drive? You're gonna sit around, you're gonna wonder why. What you gonna do when your baby said bye? You just gonna sit around and wipe your weeping eye. What you gonna do when the blues come on? What you gonna do? Well, what you gonna do when that car won't run? Then you're stuck in the desert, in the burning sun. What you gonna do when that plane won't fly? You got 3 hours to make 1,000 miles. What you gonna do when that blues come on? Turn it up on you. What you gonna do? Well, what you gonna do when the rent come due? You got to pay up, but then you gotta move. What you gonna do when you can't get along? You got the headache and the body's all warm. What you gonna do when the blues come on? Turn it up on you. What you gonna do? Well, what you gonna do when you're well run dry? You just gonna sit around and wipe your weeping eye. What you gonna do when your baby said bye? You just gonna sit around, you're gonna wonder why. What you gonna do when the blues come on? Turn it up on you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when the blues come on? Turn it up on you. I love that one. There's Buckwheat Zydeco does a really great version of that, and sure, it was a lot of fun to see. I actually got a chance to see him live at a festival, and one of the things that was fun was that he just had the best band, just such wonderful Zydeco, great music, and so you really can't beat that. You know, when you see what it's supposed to sound like, then you get a good sense. But I'm just one man with a harmonica and a guitar, so.
And August 2020, we had Chubby Carrier on QuaranPalooza.
Ah, okay, all right.
Grammy-winning Zydeco accordion player. He was awesome.
You gotta love. You know what? The best thing I love with that music, it's just get up and dance music. So if you get that little groove going, a little booty boogie. You know, you just can't beat that. Those guys, they're hardcore. I'm not going to try to hold a candle to that. You know, it was, you know, the standard sort of thing is that, you know, 4 hours is your minimum.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full speed. Everything's
Right.
fast.
Well, you know, I mean, look, you're already in southern Louisiana. You're sweating regardless. So it just doesn't matter at that point. I'm going to do another good one here. This is, I always forget the name of this guy. This is Mel something, and it's not Mel Torme. So good luck if you know who the artist is that originally did it. Well, live my life out on the highway, from sea to shining sea. So listen to my story, save yourself some misery. Make sure not to wander like shadow on the ground. Find yourself a partner, get a job and settle down. 'Cause there ain't no California where that water tastes like wine. Ain't no big rock candy mountain where you feel good all the time. And I ain't found that old blue bayou, though I searched my whole life long. Still searching for that heaven that some folks call home. Don't you hear them freight trains rumble as they stream into the night? Don't you watch them Greyhound buses, semi-trucks and airplane lights? Let someone else be lonely, let someone else be cold. Let someone else make sure that lies and stories all get told. 'Cause there ain't no California where that water tastes like wine. Ain't no big rock candy mountain where you feel good all the time. I ain't found that old blue bayou, though I searched my whole life long. Still searching for that heaven that some folks call home. There ain't no California where that water tastes like wine. Ain't no big rock candy mountain where you feel good all the time. I ain't found that old blue bayou, gonna search my whole life long. Still searching for that heaven where some folks call home. Not Mel Torme. I'll remember as soon as I get off.
It's Mel Gibson.
Right. Yeah. And of course, big thanks to all the folks who have bought a ticket and are watching. If you're not watching right now, if you watch a little bit later and you're doing a little catch up, whatever you're doing on this wonderful Saturday, whether you're cooking in the sun or whether you're just chilling out at home, you know, this is a wonderful monthly thing John puts up here. This is to help the Cancer Connections in San Francisco. And one of the best things, as he was noting, is you get talent from all over. I'm based out of North Carolina. And of course, all the talent just comes around thanks to the internet. Ooh. And so one of the things that's really fun is you can just keep coming back on a monthly basis, and that money's getting to a good cause there. And I think they got you helped them get a van or something not too long ago, right?
Yeah, that was February last year. Their van got stolen, but yeah, so we raised and donated over $600 to help
So,
them.
and that right here in North Carolina, that's close to buying one of the used inmate vans right at the state surplus yard. So it's probably not going to run too well, but it's good if they're getting something that's better than that. I don't think anybody wants to be transported to and fro and dealing with cancer in a van that has cages on it. And somehow I think that they're probably going to do better than that, regardless as to what they get. But, anyway, I'm going to do another one here. This is a good one. This is Tony Rice did this, and again, he was working with another gentleman who I'm going to totally remember as soon as I get off. My brain is just kind of mushy, That's what are you going to do? This is just a musician. I'm just here to play the guitar, I've been hanging around this town in the low down rain, watching good time Charlie friends driving me insane. Down on shady Charlotte Street, green lights turning red. Wish I was back home on the farm in my feather bed. Get myself a rocking chair, see if I can lose these thin dimes, hard times, hell on Church Street blues. Found myself a picker friend, read yesterday's news, folded up page 21, stuffed it in my shoes, gave a nickel to the poor, my good turn for the day, folded up my old billfold, threw it far away. Get myself a rocking chair, see if I can lose these thin dimes, hard times, hell on Church Street blues. Get myself some guitar strings, that old Black Diamond brand. Yeah, I'd string up this old Martin box and go and join some band. Guess instead I'll just sit and pick a while, try to make a little change, give them folks a smile. Get myself a rocking chair, see if I can lose these thin dimes, hard times, hell on Church Street blues.
Love it.
Right. I'll pull out one.
Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
Mel Tillis?
That's it. There you go. Mel Tillis.
That's David Gans said that on Facebook.
Yeah.
He knows.
Of course. And Gans probably interviewed him like 20 times, right? Didn't you, David? Didn't you? He's going to say in his set, and this is what we talked about. Thank you. Thank you, David. He's going to probably let us know who did it's Church Street Blues. I know that
Oh, that's the other one, yeah.
Yeah, Tony Rice collaborated with the guy a lot, and I'm just totally spacing on it, and it's just terrible. It's not Clarence White; it's that other guy. Go figure. David will let us know. Here's another one, and I think this is gonna be pretty much the end of it here for the set. But I want to say again a big thanks for everybody showing up. Big thank you to John again, and of course this goes on pretty much every Saturday at the end of the month there. So just keep an eye on QuaranPalooza and buy a ticket and you'll be good, right? Here we go. Here's one last one that I'm gonna do, and yeah, we'll just blitz it out here. Yeah, sure. Oh, train, I can hear your whistle blow, and I won't be jumping on again. Oh, train, I know everywhere you go, and I know what lies beyond each bend. Oh, train, each time you pass, you're older than the last, and I think I'm too old for running. I hear your rusty wheels scrape against the rail. They cry with every mile, and I think I'll stay a while. Oh, train, I grow weary after miles, and I miss the freedom that was mine. Oh, train, just to think about the time I'd smile while you're highballing by. Oh, train, each time you pass, you're older than the last, and I think I'm too old for running. I hear your rusty wheels scrape against the rail. They cry with every mile, and I think I'll stay a while. Thank you again, and big thanks to John and all the other performers. I know, of course, my time is up, but stick around.
Can you do one more?
You want me to do one more?
Yeah.
Sure.
Please.
Yeah. I'm gonna stick with the Doc Watson stuff here a little bit here. So
Awesome.
Was in the spring, one sunny day, my baby left me, man, she went away. Now she's gone, now don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. She called me from down in El Paso, saying, oh honey babe, Lord I need you so. Now she's gone, now don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. You don't like my peaches, don't shake my tree. Get out of my orchard, let my peaches be. Now she's gone, and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. Well, here you come running, holding out your hand. Gonna find me a woman like you find your man. Now she's gone, and I don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. spring. One sunny day, my baby left me, man, she went away. Now she's gone, now don't worry, 'cause I'm sitting on top of the world. More great music coming ahead, right? Yeah. From the end of summer, our 10th season here in North Carolina. My name is Andrew Kasab. Au revoir.
Au revoir. Oh.
Aloha. Hey, thanks again for having me, John. Thanks again to everybody for tuning in. I hope I'll be able to be back this next month. And of course, well, John will let us know.
Thank you, sir. Awesome set. Stay cool.
Thank you.